Hello everyone and welcome to the Stock Martin channel. I have an awesome video for you today. We are going to be talking about the latest EV news and my top 3 holdings, my top 3 favorite EV stocks of all times. We will be starting off with Lucid Motors as it is one step closer to autonomous driving. I will be explaining that. Also, we will be talking about NIO. It does have earnings reports coming out tomorrow, but we are also starting to see new price targets from analysts. We're going to be talking about that as well. Lastly, Elon Musk is starting to dance again. We are having an opening for Tesla Gigafactory in Berlin. So we're going to be talking about all this brand new news and how the stocks are performing towards the end. I think you're going to get a lot out of this video. Before we get down into it and get started, give me that big thumbs up. It'll keep me alive on YouTube. It'll help with that YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, hit all to get my latest uploaded videos. Share this page with others. Also, I do have nice promotions down below using my link to Moomoo. Put in at least $1 will get you a free NIO stock. In addition to this, if you put in up to $100, you will get an additional Lucid Motor LCID stock. Stay to the end of this video and I'll show you how you can get incredible opportunities to get even more free stocks. Now, without further ado, I did just want to start off by talking to you about Lucid Motors. Ticker symbol is LCID. Lucid Motors is one step closer to being to autonomous driving. It has partnered up with a huge chip giant with NVIDIA. NVIDIA will now be using its upgraded auto-grade chips to power Lucid Motors' autonomous driving system. Now, Lucid Motors will not have this in all 4 of its trims of the Lucid Air. It will only have it in the top 3 tiers, which is going to be the Touring, the Grand Touring, and the Dream. So this will be part of the Dream Drive Pro. This does include 14 cameras, 5 radar sensors, 12 ultrasonic and LiDAR sensors. So this is going to be incredible for the future of autonomous driving. And we are now seeing that this will be coming from a huge chip supplier, NVIDIA. So this is great opportunity to get into both of these companies. In the past 1 month, we have seen that the Lucid Motor stock has actually scaled down, especially from its earnings reports. It has been pretty disappointing, but we do have that chance of having productions kicking in and starting. We do know that Peter Rawlinson, the CEO, is working on getting the commodities, getting the glass, getting the carpet, getting all the fit and finish parts to get the vehicles out, and he's working very diligently to do this. So this is a great time, in my opinion, to dollar cost average down or to dollar cost average into this company, as it has an incredible future ahead of itself. Now, switching gears, talking to you about NIO. NIO, as you know, will have its earnings report coming out tomorrow, March 24th, after hours, after trading commences. What we do know, what we will suspect, is how many deliveries, how many revenue, what is the revenue of this company. It is estimated that in the last quarter of Q4, they have delivered a little bit more than 25,000 of its vehicles. And I do suspect that in the last year, in 2021, they have delivered roughly about 96,000 vehicles. So this is 109% year-over-year increase. This is going to be huge for this company. Even with the supply chain issues and the chip shortages, they are still managing to crank out the numbers. So what are the Wall Street analysts saying about NIO and its futures? Well, they are looking at huge headwinds that are going to be not against this company, but all EV companies. And they do think that they will weather this very well, but it is going to make a big impact in their stock. So we do know that several factors are ahead of NIO, most recently being the Chinese delisting concerns that a lot of people are still worried about, that they could be delisted from the US stock exchange. We do know that they have just been recently added to the Hong Kong exchange, and just today alone, they did have a record high of a share price in a NIO just in the Hong Kong exchange alone. However, we will be talking about its stock price here in the US. But this company still has huge headwinds coming up against, especially the geopolitical tensions. We still have huge tensions between the US government and the Chinese government, which has just been recently rattled with the Russian-Ukraine war. We have just recently heard that Russia is asking for aid from China. This is really stretching the tensions between the US and the Chinese, and they do need to work together. Now, there has been a very big statement that has been issued from China just last week alone, saying that they are going to be supporting the US regulators in the Chinese stocks that are based in the United States, this actually has turned around some of the fears, and this stock price of NIO and all the other EV stocks that are based in China. Also, Alibaba has seen very nice increases, especially in the past week. Will this continue, or will the tensions still be there? I do suspect that we're still not out of the woods yet until the war between Russia and Ukraine is over. I still think that there's going to be a lot of downward forces on these types of stocks moving forward, and they could potentially be here for the next few months. So again, these are a lot of big headwinds, not to mention we are still having huge supply chain issues and chip shortages. NIO is also on the positive side, introducing 2 new models, the ET7, the ET5 this year alone. There will be the very first sedans coming into the market. They're also expanding into Europe, into the European Union in several countries. I do suspect that this year, the year 2022, they will be cutting their production numbers possibly about 8 to 10%. Some estimates that I have been reading is that they will be making possibly 165,000 vehicles this year alone. Just last year, I do think that they did hit about roughly 96,000. So it'll still be a huge improvement, a huge growth, because they are going to be making a brand new facility that will be open later this year through the JAC. They are expanding its factories. So very big things to look for this company, and I think it has great future potential ahead of itself. Lastly, transitioning to Elon Musk dancing, and it looks like his Gigafactory in Berlin has opened. It has the ability and the potential to make up to 500,000 electric vehicles. They will be making the Model Y, the Model 3, the most popular electric vehicles on the planet right now, but they are now going to be producing those in Germany for the German and the European Saudi Arabian market. So this is going to be incredible, great news for this company. We do know that there's a huge backlog of Teslas that a lot of people are really eager to get their hands on one, especially with gas prices going as high as they are. So very big things to look forward to in these 3 stocks. I do think that they have great futures ahead of itself. And I did just want to transition and show you how their stocks have been doing. So Lucid Group LCID stock just in the past 1 day has been down almost 3%, but in the past 5 days have actually had a little bit of movement upward. We have seen the stock as low as $23 just in the past 5 days, but we have tested actually $27. It looks like that $27, $26 mark keeps being the resistance point of this stock. But have we had a new stabilization? Have we had a new baseline? For that, we go to the 1 month chart. We do see that there is some stabilization in the past 1 month. It looks like at about $22. We went under $22 just real briefly at one point in time, but I would be pretty safe to say that at $22, we are having stabilization. But in the past 1 month, we are up just very small amount, nothing to brag about 2.5%. But again, anytime we have tested about that $26, $27 mark, we cannot break this ceiling. We cannot break this resistance. I think that this will be continuing until we get to the point where we can see the mass productions. We can see more deliveries. I think that's going to be the biggest thing and the biggest hurdle for Lucid Motors right now is to mass produce. But again, I hope that they can get past the supply chain issues to get these productions going. So very big things to look forward to. Transitioning to NIO stock. NIO stock is actually been doing very, very well for the past 1 month, as we will see. Just today, it was actually trading a little bit flat at 0.5%, but in the past 5 days, up 22%. You could see that this had some huge movement, going from as low as $17.60, testing as high, going up 27% to a high of $22.50. Going in the past 1 month, we will see that they did try and test their lowest low. Their 52-week low came very close, $13.01. That was in the post-market hours. But on March 14th, it looks like did find the bottom in the market. But this stock actually went as low as $14.10. From that point in time to right now, up 55%. But just for the 1 month alone, it's still about 3%. As we can see, we did trade at the beginning of the month at about $21.22, but we had that huge dip, that huge sell-off this was the point in time when everybody was just fearful of the market. We had the highest tensions with the Russian-Ukraine war. We had the highest tension with China delisting. So again, we are starting to have that correction. We are starting to have that nice improvement. But let's look even further. In the past 6 months, we are still down 38%. On this stock, we did test a high in November, was its best month for this year, was testing above $40, especially in the past 6 months, but we are down still on this stock 38%. Now, talking about future price predictions, I did just want to talk about the analyst from Yahoo Finance, from Morgan Stanley, that NIO could weather the macro headwinds. So again, a lot of EV companies are facing a lot of headwinds, especially supply chain battery supply chains, chip shortages. Remember, we did talk about the delisting risks, geopolitical tensions. I did forget to mention COVID. COVID has started to spike up again, especially in China. So again, we are not out of the woods yet. However, I did just want to show you, according to this analyst, he did say that the volume estimated for the year 2022 will be slashed. The production volume will be slashed 8%. So they will be making about 165,000 of its vehicles. Additionally, they did say that the price target in the next 12 months, he did slash from $66 in the next 12 months to $34. So this is about half of that previous potential in this stock. So again, there will be a lot of headwinds, especially in EV stocks, and it is most commonly because of the supply chain issue. They're not going to have that big revenue. They're not going to be able to produce as many vehicles, and this is going to impact all the vehicles from Tesla, NIO, Lucid Motors, Rivian. You name them, you will have that problem, that same problem. Now transitioning to Tesla. Tesla is having a huge improvement, huge run up. Just today up 0.5%, nothing to brag about. But let me show you in the past few days, just in the past 5 days, this stock up 20%. This stock was actually trading at the beginning last Thursday, 1 week from today, was at $830. 1 month from now, it was actually under $800. These prices are a steal of a deal. Anything under $800 is a steal of a deal. I do believe that anything in the 800s is a good, fair price for this stock. But look, in the past 1 month, we've had a huge increase from its lowest point of $766 to the point we are now, up 30%. But let me just show you something very nice about Tesla. Still in the past 6 months, 29% up. Incredible upside on this stock. We did test some resistance. We did know that Elon Musk sold some of his stocks at $1,200. But again, we retested it again in January. We tested it in November. Are we going to be testing it again? I do think that we will be testing it again, that $1,200 sometime this year. I do think that by the end of this year, we still have a very good chance to blow past that resistance that we have had in the past 6 months of $1,200. But look at the lowest point that we have had. $800 is this mark. This is where I am saying if you can get this under $800, you are getting a steal of a deal. But again, anything in the 800s, I think, is a very, very good deal for the stock, holding it long term. But this is a great company. I think that there's a lot of companies that are trying to strive to be like Tesla. Tesla is the beginning and the alpha of the EV market. We wouldn't be where we are right now. But again, I do think that we are in a EV revolution. We are steadily going to start going up exponentially. I do think that there is a lot of demand for electric vehicles. There's a lot of people that I'm actually talking to that they would love to buy an electric vehicle. The reason why they have not is because they cannot find one. There's no supply. If you go look on Tesla's website, these vehicles, the Tesla Model Y, for example, if you just want the base, the long range standard battery pack, you have to wait to get the white or the gray color until January of next year. So again, there is a huge demand, no supply. Why? Supply chain issues. So again, this is not just Tesla, it's going to be NIO, it's going to be Lucid. Lucid cannot get the vehicles out because of fit and finish. The Peter Rawlinson, the CEO of Lucid Motors, did say that they are actually working very hard. They can get all their electrical batteries, the chips. They are not having any problems with those because they anticipated and they were able to get past that. The biggest hurdle is the fit and finish items, the glass roof, the carpeting, the special carpeting inside the vehicle. They have so many different fabrics, and also they had a very big product problem getting the fit and finish from exterior components. So again, I do think that time will heal this, but very importantly is which of these companies is going to make it long term. And I do think that these are my top 3 picks in the EV space. Let me know down below what you think. And I hope that you liked this video. I hope that you did learn something new. Give me that big thumbs up to keep me alive on YouTube. Don't forget to share this page with others. And then lastly, down below, using my link to Moomoo, put in $1 to get that free NIO stock. Also $100 to get an additional free Lucid Motor stock. Moomoo right now is giving my viewers up to 3 free stocks, each valued up to $3,500. Use my link down below. Put in 1 penny into a Webull account. At least 1 penny will give you up to 5 free stocks, each valued up to $3,000. My viewers have so far received Tesla stock, Netflix stock, Apple, Google, Lucid, and NIO, of course. So take advantage of those huge opportunities, and thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate everything for your support, and have a great day. Have a great rest of the week. Thank you.